Not trying to work out right now. I'd rather just go to bed. But we have the longsword cardio to do. I wonder if I turn out that light back there. Will that be better? Maybe. All right. So here we go. Just some cardio for my arms. Alright, it's about 80 hits. Hello. Welcome to my morning workout. I just worked 12-hour night shift. And now, keeping up the tradition. Hey, what's up? Keeping up the tradition. My morning, live stream my morning sword workouts. This is my last one before the fighting event I'm doing on Saturday. I don't like to do anything really active for 3 to 4 days before that. Whew. So, I don't know, what I'm doing like 30 sets maybe. 30 is a good number. That was number 1. Oh, I got a whiteboard. After next set, I'm going to see if I can break out the whiteboard. Hey, what's up? So we can keep track of all these sets. Alright. Can we do like about 100 reps? Hey, thanks for like... Oh, man. What's up there, Antonio? Haha. Damien. Yeah, I got a fight on Saturday. Keeping in shape. I'll probably be in armor for... I've been in armor for like 6 hours. So... Gotta be in shape. Punch to the head. Alright, let's get out this whiteboard. Oh my god, everybody. Chat. What's up? Alright. I have a whiteboard. I need to get it. Let's find it. It should be right over here. What's up, True? Inferno? What's up? BA2X? Here we go. See, like... I do pretty good in this. Whiteboard. We're going to keep track of the sets. That was 2. We're doing like 30. Thanks. Oh, I'll tell you all about it. Give me 1 second. All right. So, I fight like an armor, right? If you think MMA, except we do I'll leave the helmet off so you can hear me for this set. So it's like fighting, right? So this Saturday I got a team event. We're probably gonna be doing 3-on-3 fights. What's up? What's up there, main boy? Ah, there's no likes yet. That's crazy. Nah, that's all right. You don't have to like it. So I got a fight on Saturday. It's gonna be a crazy event. Fighting longsword, probably. We're doing the team stuff where it's gonna be fighting 3-on-3. You know, beat the crap out of each other. Last team standing wins, stuff like that. So I've been fighting in armor for like, I think this is year number 6. So the thing is, a couple of years ago, I was fighting at a sword and shield event, right? It was longsword too. I got a medal of longsword. Like, I was also getting one in sword and shield. I had already got second place in longsword for today. They're having the sword and shield finals at the end for whatever reason. I was so tired. My hand was so tired. Thanks for the likes. I do appreciate it. I was so tired. There's a picture of it out there. I said this on other streams too. I was swinging my sword and it just flew out of my hand. I couldn't even hold it. So I lost a first place medal because I could have beat the guy, but my grip was so worn out. So I've been doing this, what you're watching right now, these exercises, for at least a couple of years. I've probably hit this dummy 300,000 times. And the whole thing is every like 3rd to 5th day, usually the 4th day, I'm hitting this dummy so that I never could not swing a sword. Pike would be more better. I'm gonna catch up on chat. Let me just finish hitting this guy real quick. I just worked a night shift. I really didn't want to put this armor on at all. But I owe everybody a live stream. I've been saying I'm going to stream it from now on. So this is day 4. So I do owe. I've been having some regular viewers, which is great. I even got like 9 subscribers last time just for this. Every 4th day. That was set 3 of like 30. Some fights, you know, like some of these tournaments I'm in. What's up, everybody just tuned in? Like, it's 3 weekends ago, whatever. And I got this belt to put my awards on, right? I'm going to get to chat in 1 second. Because I'm going to start wearing them. Here's some of the... So now we start winning these belt plaques. That's like 2 bronzes and a silver medal. I'm going to start wearing them. So now when I show up to fight, people are like, oh. It's intimidation tactics. Thanks, Inferno. All right, let me wow, chat's like blown up. And I need to drink this or I'm not going to have any. I just worked 12 hours. Catch up on chat. We'll throw the helmet on. We'll get to set 4. So, yeah, it's not like acting. It's full force. Like you hit each other as hard as you want, as hard as you can. The point is in this MMA stuff, it's the same as MMA, except you can't do submissions because when you got a helmet on. Here, look at the. This is a helmet I was working out in last time. Could you tell if somebody's knocked out in there or saying help? You know, I submit. So you can't do submissions, but you beat each other up just the same. Judo's like pretty popular. You can use a claymore as long as it passes inspections. It's like for honor. Pikes will be better. All right. Yeah, Boo Heard Fire and Wild. What's up there? What's up there, Leo? Yeah, we got up in Pittsburgh. We got an event coming up this weekend. It's like a local thing we do every year. It's like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones themed, and people pick sides. I know. I have a great sword here that I can use. These swords aren't sharp because we're hitting each other with them. A sharp sword could be bad. It also really chew up your armor. And Leo, I just started streaming these on here because I was like, man, I I should just do it. And it's been going all right, you know, like I've been averaging like, I don't know, I think the last one had like 15, 16 likes, which is pretty good for just swinging a sword around. All right, this is set 4. So when you're out there, you hit people like, you know, it's not just like acting like, I mean, you're really hitting each other. Come on. I guess you can't see my legs, but they're kind of moving too. I keep kind of like a centered guard, so in case I do want to block, you know, I can kind of do it real quick. I used to fight a lot more swinging like this, stuff like this, you know, and I'd bring these strikes around, but every time I'd be bringing my sword up, I'd always get hit in the ribs. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. All right. That was set 4. What's up, everybody? Wow, we're pulling a crowd today. You can headbutt in this sport. You can punch. But this is just this is just cardio. You can elbow. You can elbow again. But you usually have a shield on this hand, so shield punch, whatever. Stay in shape. What's up, everybody? Me and my dummy here, getting some reps in. Gotta fight this Saturday. Staying in shape. What's up, Jack? Chat's flying. I'm trying to keep up. We are. It's the 2025 Crusade. What's up? Thanks for the heart things there. Oh. All right. Set 5. I got the whiteboard out. I'm not even using it. I will update it after this. I try not to give myself too much of a break. Oh, that's what I started saying. The last tournament I did 3 weekends ago, I had, let's see, at least a dozen fights. So I like to do at least 30 sets or something of this if I can. All right. Now we're in it. I feel like I didn't even work overnight. Uh-oh. Let me recreate that. If I got my sword hooked, let's actually pull it back like that. Doing this is stupid. That's just setting yourself up to get flat. That's probably 50. You can put your hand in their face and that's really bad. That was so slow. Whack, whack, whack. I don't know. Is that 100? It's probably close. Maybe not even close. I don't know. I need to get an easel for this thing. I believe that was set 5. Ooh. I posted a video. I have a TikTok all for my fighting stuff. Thanks for the new likes. Every 4th day in the morning, you can catch me here. Sweating already in my own home. I've hit the chandelier twice in 2 years. Oh, let me catch up on chat. No, my daughter and I just started a Demon Souls playthrough though. We were on episode 2. I've been uploading some shorts from it. We've been live streaming it, but it's just like when she's here, so it's like, you know, I can't. We're not playing it like every day. Where you find the suit? So I got this made in. This is made in Russia, pre-war Russia, and I guess while we're at this is the armor I'm fighting in this weekend. And this armor I got made in Ukraine, also pre-war Ukraine. I just got a new longsword made, and they're shipping it tomorrow. It's gonna be so much better than the one I got now. But that's the armor I'm fighting in. So I'm gonna stream some of this Saturday as long as I get good internet connection. So if you look, I'll be in this. And then maybe later we might put someone new in it. So if they look like they're doing really bad, it's not me. That's the thing that sucks. I let people wear my armor, and people post on Facebook like, I'm like, that wasn't me. All right. Catch up on chat, get this helmet on. So Mexico makes it, Ukraine makes it, Russia makes it, Czech, Polish, USA makes it, but not as much armor. Thanks for the likes, by the way. Every 4th day. Take a seat for a moment. Not yet. This armor here weighs, my total armor for dueling weighs, I just weighed it. Last live stream we did on here, it was only actually 29 pounds or something like that. Like crazy. The armor in there, though, with sword and shield, weighs 115. That's also totally crazy. So when I'm fighting the team stuff, like, I weigh like 115 pounds more. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculously heavy. But also, I can get beat to hell and back by axes and things. Like, here's an axe that I'm using. This is the axe I'm using on Saturday. It's this tall, and it's like really great. I have such a good range. And you just hit people as hard as you can. Hitting in the head and the side is all right. Hitting people straight down, while it looks cool, is just kind of like a bad idea. For one, the curvature, the helmet can deflect it, you know, and the other is helmets are so padded that, and a lot of times they rest on your shoulders, all that force just goes to waste. So if you hit them in the side of the head, that's how I've gotten knocked out twice. And it's not that crazy, like you don't always get knocked out. And this is like, I'm heading into my 6th year, I've only been knocked out twice. But both were to shots right to the side of the head. Oh, nice, Eric. Hey, what's up, Eric? I lost a tooth before. I lost teeth twice. I lost teeth at the first practice I ever did. This guy, and he was 58 years old at the time, and hit me with a buckler right here, and it knocked the helmet down, and I like busted a tooth out somehow. It was my first practice. I was wearing someone else's helmet that was all loose and didn't fit. And I don't know if I had my mouth open and something on the inside. It just busted my tooth out. Otherwise, I guess getting knocked out, I mean, it's bad. You don't want to get too much brain trauma, you know. The worst one, though, I got hit in the spine. and my body just collapsed. Like I went limp. I was using a two-handed axe, and I lost track of this guy I was wrestling with, and his teammate came around with an axe like I showed you, except it had a much bigger head, and he hit me right in the back of the top of the spine, and I like dropped my axe, and I fell, like I just collapsed. Felt like I got electrocuted, but it was like over in a split second, and I fought the next round. I was like, what the hell was that? It's like your nervous system takes a shock real quick and your body shuts down. For the most part, though, it's you don't really get that hurt. The whole event we did last week, like there were hardly, or not last week, like last month, there were hardly any injuries. There are injuries. You can break bones. People break bones. You know what I mean? You're hitting someone with an axe. When I get hurt, you know, and people look out for each other. You're not trying to kill somebody. It's just a sport. It's just for fun. And then, you know, people are like, man, I'm sorry. I'm always like, I signed the waiver, you know. I know what I'm getting into. Try not to hit the camera, though, also. Let's finish up this set. I think this is set number 6. So yeah, I mean, it's full contact. You know. Stay tuned. Saturday, I'm going to stream some of it. Thanks for the new like there. Oh. And headbutting is my favorite. My arms are tired. Eric took an arrow to the knee. Well, you can use a spear. All right. Let me show you with this axe. You can use a spear in this, but see how this is see how it's flat, not sharp. See how this is kind of like rounded? You can use a winged spear, but it has to be round. So you're going to have, you know, everything's round. The dumb thing, though, is you're not allowed to, you can't stab with it. Go in somebody's eye slot, go blind. You know what I mean? It's like, so, maybe not the most realistic fighting sport. Harness fecting is what you can stab, but we have more open eye slots, so we're not allowed. But, you can use like a winged spear. Another thing, it has to match your region. You can't be like, you can't have like Eastern styled armor, probably using a winged spear. Has to match the region. Yeah, shield wall. It's called, C-Mac, if you're still there, it's called Boohurt. Look up B-U-H-U-R-T. Thanks for the new like. B-U-H-U-R-T, or look up Armored Combat. You'll find some content for it. 30-pound axe at someone. Yeah. This thing doesn't weigh, this thing's probably, I don't know, compared to this sword. I'm not sure. Maybe like 6 pounds, something like that. But, like I was saying, with something like this, you want to hit people like sideways. Armor's kind of meant to deflect stuff coming from the top down, etc. Here's my gauntlet. These gauntlets are made right here in Pittsburgh. So yeah, there's armor parts made here in the US. The rest of my kit though is made in Russia. Pre-war Russia. All right, let me not step on my helmet. Let's get set number 7 in here. And this here, if you just tuned in, is just kind of like cardio. Like, so I can always swing a sword. Some of these tournaments are like, they go forever. You know, you might have like, if you sign up for every category, you could have like 24 fights if you don't win. The more you lose, the more you fight. Because you can come back, you know, in like a loser's bracket. This is just kind of like cardio. I do this every third, fourth, sometimes fifth day, depends what's going on. Like if I'm going on vacation, you know, I might do it a day early before I leave. I don't know how many it was, my arms are burning. So it's like, yeah, if you have any questions about it, let me know. I'll try and catch up on chat here real quick. Thanks for the new like. It gets the sport out there. I need to check something. It's stupid that once you start streaming on here, I can't go out of it because I'm on my phone. You know what I mean? I'm just checking some about the stream. So yeah, Captain Blackbird. I'm taking like a minute break and I'm getting back in the helmet. I'm on the laptop. I'm looking. Yeah, I did put hashtags. Okay. Like, I just want to make sure that everything's set up. It's not like I'm streaming on OBS where I can just check while I'm playing a game. Oh, everybody played Warframe live after this. That's my plan today. Sword workout and Warframe. Good morning, UFO. Thank you. And of course, I don't have my chest and back armor on. I don't have my leg armor on either. This is just stay in shape with my arms. I do cardio and stuff like separate. You know what I mean? Oh, nice. Yeah, hey, I'm telling you, every like fourth day. Thank you. I mean, if you subscribe, you'll at least get this every like third to fifth day. Like, no joke. I've been doing these workouts for like probably 2 years. I have a whole fighting channel. I'll tell you why I'm even streaming it on here. I uploaded one of my fights on there, and I went to Greece. Long story short, uploaded a fight. I literally went to Greece the next morning, and 2 days had passed, and I looked, and nobody liked my own fight on my own channel. And I have like over 2,000 subscribers over there. I was like, what the hell? I don't care about the views, the amount of views, stuff like that. I don't like, this stuff isn't going to be getting you like to be like some pop star, you know, super viral video dude. But to upload my own fight, where I even said, this is me, a fight where we're punching. I even jumped on the guy's back and knocked him into the ground, and I left him laying there. And I didn't get one like, even though it said me in the title. I was just like, what the F? So I was like, screw it. Why even bother uploading stuff here? I still upload fight footage there, but I sort of abandoned that channel. And after a little while, a couple months went by, I was like, man, I should just stream my workouts here. If nobody likes it here, it's not a big deal. This channel is just like a bunch of me doing whatever with some gaming, you know? But that's a fighting specific channel over there, and nobody gave it a like. So I was like, I'll just stream on my gaming channel. And yeah, it's been going pretty good here, so I'm keeping it up. I'll catch up on chat in just a second here. I'm trying to get that forearm burning, and it's not happening. I just aim at collarbones. I aim at collarbones. They can block it. If they're swinging at the same time, a lot of times their arms are in the way, so they're going to get hit in the arm. Like, that's my newest dent. See that little divot there? Thanks about the helmet. Scooby! What's up? Let me catch up on shit. My arms don't get worn out anymore like they used to, which is good. Yeah, Brave Tarnish. This is like some undead helmet you find because of the rust. I clean it up before competitions. Oh, well, but I'm swinging that way on purpose. That's all the judges care about. But also, when you're out there, I do a lot more than that. This is cardio. Okay, you're right. But this is all that a marshal looks at. You can't sit here and do this. You gotta retract your blade. So all I need for a point is to come around that much. Now when I'm out there fighting, I'm not starting right here. A lot of times I start like this, and I try and like wait for him to swing. I usually try and like parry and come around like that to start. It's like dynamic, you know. It depends on what's happening. A lot of times it's a left, right, left real quick, and then I see the ribs are open, so I'm hitting down there, you know. This is just keep my hands in shape. You're right, the Gothics. It isn't the most historical sport as far as the moves that you do, but this is all they care about. That I'm bringing my sword back at least that much. I think that was 50. I just made the final payment on my new longsword. They're mailing it tomorrow. It's going to be great. I can't wait to test it out. And I'll probably test it out here live one morning when I get it. But the sword bounce is going to be right at the grip. So be very maneuverable. Gothics, you might like my swinging style after I get the new sword. So you have to stop back to see. The sweat's in my eyes, and my eyes are burning. I believe that is set 9. I'm not updating the board. I'm fairly certain that was set 9. It's hard to do that when all your fingers move at the same time. And I need to put this on an easel so I can just mark it off very easily. Good workout though. Tell you what, even if you just got a sword to mess around with to work out, man, your arms will be in good shape. Well, I'm definitely getting a workout, I can tell you that. It's kind of like Skyrim, but no magic. No bows. No bows and arrows. What up, Gato? Or Guido? Probably Gato? I'm horrible at pronouncing names, probably. Man, where's my energy drink? Couple seconds here, we'll get to the next set. Yeet! Yeah, it's like, yeah. And here, you want to see what it looks like from inside the helmet? I'll put the helmet on the camera. It's not going to, of course, be exact. This helmet has great visibility. I can see so much in it. It'll be a little different. Actually, I don't know if it's going to work with this tripod. What's up, everybody? That's kind of what it looks. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like from inside. Hi. All right, set 10. We're doing 30, so we're about 33.333 repeating there. Ooh, heating up. Like I was saying, I'm in my own house. I'm like dying in here. It's actually it's a Monster. They must have redid the label. I don't drink these all the time, but I needed it to. Oh shit, the camera's backwards. I'm a right-hander, so if it looks like I'm fighting left-hand, it's wrong. I don't know how you fix that. It's a Monster kind. I don't know. Yeah, man. I have so much Dark Souls content on this channel. Like I was saying earlier, my daughter and I started a Demon Souls playthrough that we're doing when she's here on the weekends. I can't believe I never played Demon Souls till now. All right, getting set number 10 in here real quick. I'm just doing like 100 reps, you know, nothing crazy. Oh my God, we hit the double digits. I thank everybody for the likes. Oh, that was weak. I started off so slow. All right, we gotta act like we mean it. Usually you actually come out and you touch swords to start. A lot of people have like a forward kind of stance. I have a backwards kind of stance. I have a lot of pictures where I'm like dodging. But being also a defensive position, I actually move around a lot, like chasing people kind of down. Unless they're aggressive and they're coming at me. The people that are fighting like this, they usually have a really good guard. It protects your hands, you know, more. You're almost gonna lose in the trade-off or be even, you know, because if they're swinging and you're swinging too, they're already halfway there. Me, I like to sit back more like this, like left foot forward. I can block a little better from here. I'm also removed from it. Points from here down are only worth 1 anyway, so you know, go ahead and swing at my leg. I'm just gonna. All right, set 10. Touch swords. Here we go. And this is all the referees look at as long as you're bringing your sword back. Like those ones, I didn't really bring it back enough. I was like, really, I should be going like that, not this. But anyway. These ones tire me out. Swing low, swing high. That was so slow. headbutt, punch, I would have just got nailed right. That's all right. That's probably like 70. The closer you are, you know, the farther you are, right, the slower, the more you got to reach. That should have been like set 10. Let me catch up on chat here. Yeah. Stop right there, criminal scum. Need something? Yeah, Twitch streamer. Oh, nice. Hey, well, I wish you the best of luck with that. I used to stream on Twitch a long time ago. I haven't for a long time. I used to watch Twitch more too, but there's so many ads. But yeah, I wish you the best on that. You know, hey, even if you don't make it to the top, it's just money, you know. My YouTube channel here has been and thanks, you're awesome too. My YouTube channel here has been monetized for so long, you know, like even though I wasn't uploading for like over a year, it was still just like, you know, money, you know. And it's nothing that supports me in any way, you know, but I used to ballroom dance too. And I was saying on one of the past streams how I needed a hotel. I was so broke. And I got a bunch of YouTube money out. I just let it sit in there until it's like enough to make it worth a withdrawal. Thanks for the heart there. So I mean, yeah, it comes in handy. Even if you only make like $15 a month, you know, it's $15. As long as you enjoy it, you know, you're getting paid something. So the sport, Boohurt, like B-U-H-U-R-T. Like the letter B is in bayonet. Or type armored combat. It should bring up the same thing. All right, set 11. I'm doing better. I don't have the asthma. Sometimes when I'm talking to chat on breaks, I really feel like I have asthma, but not today, so that's good. I'm a pommel holder. I think that grip's way too narrow, so I hold it down here. It gives me a little bit better control, I think. I hit myself in my own head. My feet are sort of like walking. I know you can't see it, but maybe you can. When I'm swinging, you know, I'm like... It adds a little bit of rotation. Sometimes I even kick my feet up and stomp. Sometimes even you're about to swing, you stomp. And they flinch a little bit and hit them where they're open. I'm always at least switching my weight. If I'm not actually like turning into it, using my hips, I'm at least switching my weight. Because if I gotta move, there's nothing that'll get you more mixed up than swinging a sword like randomly while your bottom half is not in time with your upper half. So, what I mean by that, if I'm walking after someone, like if they're moving backwards and I'm swinging, if you're going like this and your feet aren't like matching, kind of like in a way, or at least you're not moving your balance, you're going to be all over the place. If at least you're switching your weight, you know. Even if you're just walking real fast, like, but it keeps your whole body in tune. So I'm always at least taking a step, switching my weight. What's up, everybody else? Just tune in. Let me catch up on chat here. And we're going to do set 12. We're almost to the halfway point. And right after this, we're live streaming Warframe. At least for like, at least maybe a couple hours. Literally waiting for next Skyrim. Oh, yeah. That'll be a big day. I tell you what, if they ever made another Warframe, I would not, well, an actual Warframe, like they're coming out with that Souls frame, you know what I mean? But if they came out with like Warframe 2, I probably wouldn't even play it. I would not want to start over for all the work I put into this one. That's why I'm glad it's just a huge game. They just add stuff to it. If they made Warframe 2, I'd be like, fuck. I'd be like, F it. I've played enough of Warframe in my life. Who said hi? Oh, what's up? Hey, am I saying your name right? If I say Gato? What is up? All right. Let's see. So tomorrow, just so you know, I'm going to do a set right now. We're going to have tomorrow's live stream. Might be cardio. Might be Warframe. I don't know. But stay tuned today or come back if you like Warframe because we're playing it. I have a lot to do in it. It was my 1700th day. And I got a bunch of resource boosters. Ain't going to lie. The way I did them was messed up. Yeah, it is. I've bought a few things in Warframe, but I've built almost every single thing in it too. Thanks for the new like. I tried to notice that. If you're still there, I appreciate it. It gets sword fighting sports out into the mainstream, I guess. Oh, look up Nashville Armored Combat. Look up Armored MMA. They have like the best cage fight videos around. My teammates just fought there. It's in Nashville. They're actually on tour around the U.S. right now, so you might actually be able to catch one if they're in your area. If you ever want to fight, like if you look up what this stuff is and you want to do it, let me know. I can at least tell you how to get started. Don't ever buy anything just out of the blue. Always talk to somebody that does this sport. There's so much for sale out there that is not going to pass weapon or armor inspection. I got Ringo Starr music in my head. My daughter and I are going to see Ringo in June. She likes the Beatles. So I've been trying to like practice my Ringo songs, make sure I know what I remember all the lyrics. Ooh. My feet are moving. I don't think that was close to 100, but it's close enough. What's up there? Trinket, what's up? Steel. I know what chicken jockey is. Yeah. I am so lucky that my ceilings are high. When I moved in here, I had no clue how that would actually be very good. Thank you for the new like. I had no clue that would be important one day. It's like an old Victorian house. I mean, you know, I'm only like, what? I have like a 30-year mortgage on it. You know what I mean? So I'm like about halfway there. I've been living here for like 15 years. I just like the architecture. The heating bills suck, but man, having a ceiling where I can fight a dummy for a workout inside is great. Oh man, I don't know. Are you talking about Excalibur Prime? If I was them, I would not ever give Excalibur Prime another release. I don't know how I missed it. I played back then too. But somehow I did. All right, set 13 coming up. This camera is so close to where I'm swinging sometimes. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to come around and do any of these because see how it's actually a flat tip. So they're not even sharp if you're just tuning in. I don't want to come around and destroy the camera. I aim for the collarbones though in general anyway. And it's not always left, right, left, right. This is cardio. When you're out there fighting, it's all kind of crap. And the rounds are 60 seconds. You get a 30-second break. And even if I'm feeling dead tired, I don't even go all the way to my corner. I just stand there like this and I stare at them. I could be totally dying inside my helmet. It's just a mental game. And I sit there and I stand there and I just stare at them like I'm not tired at all. I could be dying inside my armor and helmet, but I won't let them know it. That's like probably 80. Here's another one of my another one of my top secret things is rounds are 60 seconds. I waste the first 15 seconds unless someone comes out swinging. I don't. Why fight for a whole minute when you can fight for 45 seconds? I can swing faster and longer for 45 seconds than a whole minute. Actually, the last tournament I did, me and this dude, the marshals actually were going to card us for taking our time. They're like, this is for points, boys. Start swinging. And we're still out there like, and they just came down to like the last 20 seconds. We just went at it. I generally feel I can win an exchange because I can swing pretty quick. Whoa, everybody that just tuned in. I can swing 180 beats a minute, although it is so hard to do, and it kills my entire arm. I can sustain 160 beats a minute for a whole 60 seconds. 180 beats a minute, not so long at all. But if it comes down to an exchange, I can swing that fast. However, it messes me up because swinging that fast, like, just kills my hands, my forearms. And then the next round, you know, I'm kind of screwed because I'm still recovering. You only get a 30-second break. And there's so much more to this than just a longsword fight. There's team fights. There's you know, the MMA stuff. This is my longsword cardio. I don't have enough room here though to do kicks in this house. There's a TV right behind me. And that's because my daughter and I play in the same room. If we're playing a game together, we're usually playing on, like if we play Fortnite, we got 2 TVs, 2 PlayStations, you know what I mean? We can talk in real time. We don't need to like have a headset like hey, watch out. There's a guy up on that hill. I can just point at her screen to say, look. Alright. Back and forth just kills me compared to side. I don't know why. I gotta get some of these kind of like overhead shots in here. Like that. So some, like for the head, a lot of times I don't even swing. I just hold it stiff and it's like a punch with your blade. One of the leagues does let you half sword. I have a great half sorting video. I used to wreck people with half sorting. You get an overhand grip like this. Like we can't stab and boo hurt. So a blade counts. These count as hits. And I love standing here. So when they swing at me this way, I would bring this over their arm. So I'd have them locked. I'd be above them. And I'd just be like, bam, like to the face. One guy really showed me how I had him down here like this. But what he did was, after I hit him once or twice, he just picked his arms up like with so much force that it kind of just threw me off, and I couldn't, like, I'm like this, but now his arms are like up here, and he jammed the blade, so like his arms actually got between here, like my sword in his, if this is his arm in his face. I was in the middle of a set, right? Yeah, I was saying, only one league lets you half sword still. Well, I used to love it. I used to like doing half sword pummel strikes to the chest, like right in the center. I don't know, that's probably 80. That's gonna be about 100. And I don't know if I forgot to write a set down or not. Thanks for the new like, I see. I appreciate it if you're still out there. Very much. It's what helps get this sport out into the public. All right, I think I was 14. Could I have messed up and forgot to count a set? I don't know. Yeah, Lorenzo, if you're still there, sorry. I was talking, not paying attention. This is my main helmet. As you can see, this padding's inside. There's some concussion foam in there. This is historically an open helmet. Obviously, you couldn't have all this open or you'd die. So, it's like, can you see? It's got kind of like a bar grill under there. And the chain keeps you from getting stabbed. You can't stab, but if you can imagine, I got poked in the eye. Someone asked me about the worst injury. I got poked in the eye this year. I forgot. Crossguard can go in there. This crossguard is too long This is my practice sword. Like, I've swung this thing, what, like, I bet you at least 300,000 times, right? Practice sword. So I don't bust up my good tournament sword. However, I must have put it away. Tournament sword crossguard is only probably about that long. Because the rules only let it stick out a little bit past your gauntlets. So you don't accidentally poke somebody like that. That's bottoming out on the dummy's eyeball. I got poked in the eyeball in South Carolina in February. It sucked. Total accident. Me and this guy were in a clinch. You know, you're wrestling around. Usually what I like to do when you're tied up, like push off. Thank you for the new like. Much appreciated. If you're still out there. You can only imagine there's so many times where you're both swinging and you get caught up like this with your arms and everything. You're not allowed to grab someone's blade. You can grab their hand and manipulate them. You can't, like, you can grab a pommel too, but usually you can't because the gauntlets, there's no room, right? You can't grab crossguard, can't grab blade. So generally, I don't waste any time, and I like to push off at the same time and like aim for the head. Unless I can totally see that the head's a bad spot, I'll usually push off and at least swing down like this. And usually they do the same thing. Scooby! Yeah, it was not fun. Let me tell you what the referees told me though. They told me I forfeited after getting poked in my own eye. So, total accident. The dude's crossguard was probably a little long, and whatever happened in pushing off, and somehow it went in there because he was like pushing, and the crossguard literally went in. Thankfully, the human body, for whatever reason on earth, you know, like a piece of sand flies at your face, and somehow your brain sees it and closes your eye. Somehow it saw that crossguard coming, so I just took a sword crossguard into my eye like this, with my eyelid shut. So I immediately, I had a video of it. I posted it because I was so pissed off at the rule, right? So I went like this, and I turned around. I turned my back to him, and I took a knee, right? And everyone's like, oh, the marshal, the referee is called a marshal. They're like, what happened? I'm going like, I kept my eyes shut. I was like, eye. So they come over, they take my helmet off, lift it off. They're looking, okay, looks like it just hit the eyelid or something. You all right? I was like, yeah, that's cool. So I go back to my corner to restart after the injury. Like normal, you know, if your armor breaks, you go to your corner, you get a minute to fix it. I'm thinking, okay, I go to my corner. I'm sitting there waiting for the round to start. Referees are all talking. And the guy comes over, he's like, hey, he's like, actually, you forfeited that round. I was like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, when you throw your hands up like this or take a knee, it means forfeit. I was like, that's such bullshit. So I got poked in my own eye. And I threw my hands up. Some people, I posted a question about it on my fighting channel. Some people were like, yeah, you deserve it because in a real like tournament, you know, you're surrendering, begging for your eyesight. I was like, well, I could see that. I could see where they're coming from, but still. I wasn't trying to surrender. I was just trying to keep my vision. Yeah, it's a nice squish. Solstice, what's up? Oh, I didn't see that was your comment 4. 15 sets in, you're right. Solstice, what's up? Because I went like this, that meant I forfeit. They said an open hand towards your opponent means forfeit. Plus, I took a knee. It was bullcrap. So what they said, let me do a set, then I'll tell you what they said. I'm getting cooled off. I gotta turn this a little bit. Getting awfully close to the camera. that's 40 or 50. We'll say 40. Oh, gotta watch the camera. I don't even know how many reps this is. We'll just do it for a couple more seconds here. That was at least 100, I'm sure. All right, so what happened was the judges said, they said I forfeit. I was saying how it's bullshit. So he said, you can ask him if he'd redo the round. Oh, no. He said you can redo the round if you want. And I was like, well, if I want, I'm a Dark Souls PvP honor type of guy, right? I was like, well, if I technically lost, it shouldn't be up to me to decide if we fight again. So I was like, let's go talk to my opponent over there and see what he says. So we go over, he explained the rule, how I actually literally forfeited. I said, hey, if you want to redo the round, great. I was like, if you want to keep it as a win, like how the rules say, then, I'm fine with it. And he's like, we'll redo it. So we redid the round. And I lost anyway, but still, like, it was such a stupid rule. So what are you supposed to do? You get poked in the eye? Just keep fighting? I don't know. What's the WSP mean? Farming standing. Yeah. I have a booster this week. That's why I'm trying to play a lot of Warframe right now. I have a resource booster for a whole week for a login reward. So I'm trying to farm stuff to feed the helmets. Thank you for the new like. And right after this, we're playing Warframe. It might be like a 15-minute intermission. I'd like to try and figure out how to get the audio to be better. But I might not. And I want to just get straight to streaming. Because I have to go to bed still. I'm still awake for night shift. I've been up since 10 a.m. yesterday. Yeah. Well, there's a guy who took an axe to the inside of his hand one time. His name is Bam Bam. He's totally crazy. He took an axe to the inside of the hand, and he like it didn't bother him. He blocked it that way. Like, what the hell? Yeah. I wasn't gonna be like, hey, if I lost by the rules, like, I'm not gonna just make up. I'm not gonna decide like, yeah, let's fight again. Technically, I already lost, so I was like, we got to talk to my opponent because I'm not going to make that decision. That guy was rough too, man. He was taller than me, and it was just nonstop. Like, I don't even know what the points were. Like, it's nonstop. Like, you just get locked and it's push and smash. Smash. I started getting them with these. Like, we get locked up, and I'd be like, well, screw it. You can hit one-handed. It's only worth half the amount of points. But I just started trying to, as soon as we get in a clinch, I would just like, thank you for the new like. I just keep my forearm here, and I would just start whacking them in the legs or the hips. That's what's up. All right, Solstice, I think this is, that you said 15, so that should have been 16, so it should be 17. And we're going to 30. This helmet is so light though, like it is vibrating inside here. My heavier helmet, like that I showed you on that armor earlier in the stream, takes so much damage. I get hit in the head in that and like not even feel it. Dark Souls at home. Yeah, pretty much. This is the Dark Souls longsword moveset. It's just kind of just like R1 spam though. The R1 Dark Souls R1 workout. Hey, Snezzy, I should maybe make that the next thumbnail. Thank you for the new like. I should put R1 longsword R1 workout. People would get it. I know people here would get it. All right. So this is set 17. Here we go. That should have been around 120. Thanks for all the likes. Oh, man, I tell you what. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When I hit this thing, I can feel the vibration. You want to know a sneaky trick? When you're fighting in team stuff, if I get hit in the back of the head right now, all that force goes into my head. If I'm pressed up against his helmet and I get hit in the back of the head, all that force goes into his head. Physics. Medieval physics. But, you know, are you going to be able to see the guy swing at the back of your head and do this on purpose so he's actually putting the force into his teammate's head? Probably not. I should. Well, so that was set 17, right? I'm going to get an easel. I had brought this down from upstairs last night trying to keep track. We're going to set 30. Ooh, we've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes almost. Whew. Yep. Hey, and thank you guys who've been tuned in this whole time. I appreciate it. Okay, 18th next. All right, good. We're on the same page. We're on the same whiteboard. Oh. I have a heavier sword I use. I don't know where I put it. It was sitting right here. I had to work on the cross guard. The cross guard was getting a little loose. And I set it down. It's probably in that room. I don't want to look for it right now. I have a whole bunch of armor things I got to fix before this event Saturday. All right, getting another set in. Set 18 coming up. If you just tuned in, this is my cardio work. I do every like 4th day. On average, every 4th day. Because that's just so my body recovers enough. All right, here we go. That was so far out of range. That was so sloppy. That hit was flat. All right, that was set 18. Taking this off for a second. Might do the next set without it. Dying in it. Never ever do I have my helmet on that long. Like, you fight a couple rounds and you take it off. Unless I can't put this all on myself, and there's a buckle on the back of my armor, or you might, it's actually on the back of my gambus, and you might see that buckle in the middle. My helmet straps into that, so that if you're wrestling around, they can't just yank your helmet off. It has a chin strap. You know what I mean? So sometimes I leave my helmet on for like hours. I generally don't, though. If it's like hot out, I'm not going to die in it. We'll get someone to undo the spam A. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is the A workout. The R1 spam workout. Like, when you're out there fighting somebody, it's totally different. You're not just doing this 100 times, left, right, left, right. You could, but you're not. You know, like, the most exchange, like, is, I'd say I ever max out is probably 20. That's when you're just with somebody, you're both just trading blows, and I'm just swinging because I'm trying to get one more than they are. So it's just like 20 hits in a row, you know, and it's like just the same thing. I might throw an extra right just to throw them off, you know what I mean? But rarely is it ever just like this. This is just cardio. If you just tuned in, this is just cardio. When the real fights happen, you're moving around, you're running. Sometimes I jump at people. Totally not like this in real life, but this gives me so much endurance. I can, the last tournament I did, I had 16 freaking fights, and I got second place. The guy fought for first place. Didn't have to fight. Okay, it's two pools, and the winner, like whoever's undefeated for each pool fights, or the best record fights for first and second. So you're in no matter what. The loser of the second place like person fights for bronze. So the guy that for longsword at the last, no, longsword. So when did I fight this guy? It must have been my last fight before, because I got second place in longsword. So it must have been the last fight in my pool. But anyway, really good guy, great fighting with swords, but he was so out of shape by the time that came around. Like it was like my 16th fight of the day, and the dude, I could just see him in his helmet like this, you know, you can see people's eyes, and I could just hear him breathing. So I just like went off, and I did one of these things, I was like, I'm just fighting my dummy at home, and I was like, bat, and he couldn't like keep up. Easy win there with the points. I know. So I used to stream these on I have a TikTok. Actually, my TikTok's pretty good. Like the last video I uploaded, I mean, it's over 5,000 likes and there's like 5,000 views and 234 likes. My video from yesterday. When I work out, I used to work out on there, but now I do it all here, and it's all because of you guys, Scooby, Solstice, you know. Ooh, you're right. That is a good idea. I was thinking I was putting the Warframe soundtrack on. That's a perfect idea. We'll try it for next time. I'll run it if it gives me a copyright warning, whatever. I usually have music playing, and I usually have a counter that keeps me more in track. So like, 30 seconds is gone, fight. But this is a good enough workout. I'm getting a great workout and talking with everybody. Yeah. Generally on TikTok workouts, I would play the music on there because TikTok doesn't give a crap. And I'd play the music. I listen to techno, so I just play it through TV, and it's just great enough where you can hear it while I'm doing this background music. Good ideas, though, on how to improve this broadcast. Yeah, it'll take trial and error. Maybe if I get down to it, maybe I should just stream it through the laptop with the webcam. I could do that too, and then I could probably just OBS it, right? Play the soundtrack right from the computer. All right, set 19. I'm gonna do set. This is what we're doing. I'm doing the next set, and I'm going to do the one right after it very soon. So we're gonna get to 20. Yeah, 20. We're gonna do 3 in a row. I will keep up with chat if anybody's still talking. But I gotta pretend like just to keep the workout going. And I thought this is good too on this channel because I mean I have so many Dark Souls weapon videos. I was like, it's probably just natural. I stream actual weapon exercise videos. Probably 100. 3 sets in a row with like a 30-second break, just to keep the cardio up. What's up there, Dwayne? Yeah, well, if you hit somebody and plate, it bounces back. Like you smack somebody here, like it doesn't just bounce like a bouncing like this rubber ball, but. This helmet, if I could see, that's what I'm saying about helmets. There's that one spot, like that was a bounce back. Probably on the weaker part of the blade. No, I'm saying it doesn't bounce back like this, but I'm never holding it. I'm never squeezing it all at the same time. Usually after I hit somebody, I'm already letting go my top hand. And I'm just sort of like using this as a fulcrum to rock it back. If you hit somebody in plate, like those steel chest things, a lighter sword, now this won't bounce back. Like this doesn't bounce back. It just goes. But a lighter sword, my arming sword bounces back. Not as much as on a rubber dummy. All right. Next set, I will catch up on chat right after. We're trying to do 3 sets in a row here real quick. We got a record going. I think the last stream was 16 likes, so thank you, everybody. We're at least one better at 17. Woo! And that's about as far as it's coming, I guess. Some of it's even just my posture. We're going to put the helmet on after the next set. Because, thank you for the like, whoever that was out there. Rock. I'd stick my thumb up like a thumbs up, but it doesn't go that far. I was saying something. Oh yeah, I'm putting the helmet on after the next set. I'm doing like 3 in a row. Just to get a breather. I'm trying not to hit myself in my own head with it. For a proper alignment, a lot of times I move my head out of the way. You see, I'm always stepping to the side of my head. I can't just go like this. I have to start that angle a little early. So you either have to sidestep it or move your head out of the way. The more of an angle I'm coming in, the more I'm going to move my head. Or sometimes I duck. What is up there? Derpiest ice cream. 20. Thank you, Solstice. Hey, did speaking of sharps, does anyone out there ever mess around with sharp swords? Like, do you know what a bind is? Anybody? I have a video of it. Again, with my daughter, because she helps me out with this stuff. Using sharp swords to show like a bind. Do you guys know this? Like, you might. It might be something I'm sure a lot of people know. If you have two swords, let's say that this is a sword. So if you actually, with sharp swords, hit, they get stuck together. You can literally push someone's sword, or they can push on yours. If you go like that and break the bind, you know, like twist out of it, you can slide up and down. But two sharp swords, like on edge, you can literally be wrestling back and forth with your swords stuck together. I don't know if you know that or not. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or knives. You could do it with like two sharp kitchen knives. It's like they stick together. So that's like real. That's like, even HEMA isn't exactly like real, because you have binds in HEMA, but they just slide, you know. You're just kind of like manipulating. You're strong against their weak or whatever. If you're coming around or trying to manipulate it so you're doing something, you know what I mean? But a real sharp swords literally stick together. If someone's swinging at you like this, and you come back, someone's swinging at that this way, and this is you, and you intercept it, you can like push it. You can push your sword. Of course, though, who's going to let you do that? You can always try and get out of it by once you twist the sword, the bind is broke. Then you like give him the Van Gogh, give him the Brooklyn necktie. Yeah, and then HEMA's first blood. What up? What up there, Anja? Oh gosh, I said I was gonna do 3 in a row. Next set coming right up, sir. Woo! That's close. That only hit the tripod. And it was on an Unterhau. that could have been bad. That's why I'm not taking any crazy shots down that way today. It's easier like this. I can kind of see chat. You know what I'm saying? Elbow, elbow, elbow. Blind them. You can put your hand over their head. I mean, over their eye slots. That's legal in this. Better not do that. They'll think you surrendered. But you can go like, oh. I'm not going to sit there and let you do it. I've gotten behind people. That's the funnest thing. Thank you for the new like. I give you a better thumbs up, but this is as far as it goes. There's this dude that had just an eye slot. He was using a two-handed axe. I was using a greatsword. And he was like a bigger dude, so not too fast. And I was swinging around, right? Like, I think, you know, I hit him, and he was whatever, and I saw that he was kind of standing there, and I ducked around, and I actually got behind him, and he went, and I was like, oh, in the back of the head. And like I was saying, I had that MMA fight where the guy grabbed my sword. I'll show you right after this set. All right, Solstice, this is set 21, I believe. And then we're putting the helmet on. If you just tuned in, the helmet's going back on. I just needed a break, because I'm going to die in it. That was set 21. Whether it was 100 strikes or 50. I don't care. All right. Next set starts the helmet again. So that was 21, right? 9 sets to go. Just tune in. We're streaming Warframe right after this. I'll need about 15 minutes just to get this armor off and drink some water. I'm drinking my energy drink coffee. So, this dude, right? You're not allowed to grab swords. You can hook somebody's sword arm. So I had been fighting with this saber here, right? And I forget what led up to it. And, you know, probably hit him like this. And he trapped my arm, right? So normally, then I'm thinking, oh gosh, because we're also like, now we're like up like this. I'm like, he's probably going to try and take me down. You get taken down the ground and beat each other up on the ground, right? We get to, what's up, LBC? Oh, what happened? So, when you get bound up like that, oh man. Oh yeah, I like I was saying earlier, I have a heavier sword, but I was trying to fix the crossguard and I had it sitting right here. I started streaming and then like a couple sets into it, I went to talk about it and I was like, oh, it's gone. And I bet it's probably on the other side of the house and I don't want to walk around to get it. I have a new sword coming. They're shipping it tomorrow from Ukraine, my new longsword. So, guy traps here. Now my arm's hooked. I'm looking at, you can grab onto armor. Like, you can grab onto this. You can control somebody's arm, you know. We're wrapped up. I'm thinking, God, this guy's probably going for a takedown. So I was like, you know what? I was like, watch this. I like to be a showman, right? I can always win a crowd choice. Sometimes the fights are decided by the crowd's applause. And that's when I go for head kicks and stuff. I'm always like doing like, I'll do, when it's crowd choice, I do jump. I come like this and I jump at him like, because it doesn't matter. You're trying to impress the crowd. So, pull the sword out. I ducked around him. And if this is like him from behind, and I just jumped up on him and I just drove him like into the ground. And he was laying there. And I just looked at him, and yeah, I just had my sword on the sword tip on the ground. I just like dragged it and walked away. I didn't even jump on him to fight him. Everyone was like, "Oh!" Don't remember what the point of that story was, but anyway, let's get this helmet on and back to work. Where's the helmet? There it is. So you get some dents in the helmet. You can probably see in the light where they are. I don't know. Maybe you can't. There's a little divot in there. What up, pimp? The hole in the. Are you talking about? Was it something on here? No, it could have been that. Oh, you're talking about this. All right. So my brig that goes on. Oh, you want to see something crappy? Check out my brig. Oh my gosh, we hit 20 likes, everybody. Thank you. And I saw some emote thing. Party celebration. Here. We'll kill some time for a second. Since there's some new people. This Saturday, I'll be fighting in this. Celebrate! Thanks. Oh, another. Thank you, everyone. Here's the hamster cage. The hamster hates people. It's a rescue hamster. His name is Jim. You can see that or not. Hates people. But he's in this huge container, and he's so much better than the Humane Society is at. We rescue hamsters. As funny as that sounds. But only one at a time. Yeah, it's based off there's armor, the Tuvan cave armor had shoulders just like this. I replaced the arms though. I put European arms on it because I'm tired of getting cut. I get hit in the freaking biceps so much. It hurts so bad. I have had total black and blue biceps fighting with Eastern armor. But for the most part, yeah. So, and then I cover the legs with like pants so you don't see the European armor. But Saturday, If I can stream it, or at least have an upload, this will be me. But look, this brig is great. This brig is wool. I've fought in this armor for almost 6 years now. Thanks for the likes and the smiles and the hunnets. We love you. Yeah, Jim. He's a great hamster. We think he's a year old, so we don't know how much time he's got with us. But yeah, we rescue hamsters. Haha. All right, here's my brig. I'll bring in a light. Then we're doing a set. Look at this. So see how this hole is? You know how that happens? Because that metal plate in there. Thank you for the party symbols and all that hearts. Oh, I know, right? The sword workout probably drives me crazy. This is the time he's trying to sleep. So can you see in here? Oh, maybe you can't. So the plates, right, overlap. Whoops. I'm going to have to lay down because it's not going to let me do it otherwise. All right. Because it's going to keep wanting to turn. So all these plates overlap. This is my brig. This is why I would die if I got hit in the back. I have, like, no back protection. What's up there, Khalil? Yeah. Jim, if we can get an eye patch, we'll get a picture of him with an eye patch. So these plates all overlap. When you bend over and stuff, the stupid camera wants to keep going landscape. When you bend over, they kind of collapse on themselves, right? Over and over. It's like little tiny knives. I'm drooling. It's like little tiny knives constantly wearing at your armor. And that is how, I was trying to show you that because on the inside of this brig, that's my brig. On the inside of this gambeson, Khalil, what up? Everybody, if you're just tuning in, I'm training to fight on Saturday. This is my last big cardio day before it. So if you get that concept, I have this plastic plate here because when I lift my arms up, my brig only covers to here. So I have a plastic plate. So if I do get whacked here, at least I have some kind of rib protection. What's up there, Crispy? Oh, Crispy, thumbs up. This doesn't let me give you a thumbs up, or I would. I can't even type in my own chat on here. But I appreciate that. I'm going to look into that, how to keep that from happening. But if you get the idea how it just wears away, I've been fighting in this thing for so long, it just kind of wore through. Just from the constant friction. So I didn't really survive anything. It was my own armor eating itself. All right. We're in the home stretch. The next 9 sets, and we're streaming Warframe. Thank you for getting us over 20 likes today. Everybody that just tuned in, I am literally fighting this weekend. This is my exercise for it. And I'm going to stream it on here. What's up, Payback? Yeah, it's all crafted by hand. This weekend we're fighting 3-on-3s. So that black and yellow armor, I'm gonna. Why did that just say I'm live again? Did something happen to the stream? Let me know if something's messed up with the stream. So I'm gonna be using axes this weekend because in that armor I can just whack. My arms are fully functional. I can't get my arms up much higher than this, but I'll be fighting people with. This is my killer for this weekend, and it's gonna be 3-on-3 teams. As long as there's enough good connection to stream, I'm doing it. If it fails, I will upload it. All right, we're in the home stretch. 30 total sets. This is gonna be set 22. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Thanks, Scooby, for the update. Oh, yeah. It's coming along in the U.S. The U.S. finally, we got that in Nashville. They have the Nashville Armored Combat, and they have the best cage match series in the whole country. It's coming around. This is my cardio for it, for duels. We're going to try and just fly through the rest of this workout. Kind of minimal breaks. Well, that was a good talk. And we'll be talking in between sets, so don't worry. I'm going to catch up on chat as soon as I can. I'm just doing this left, right stuff. Sometimes right, left. Just to work out. Keep my arms in shape. I fought longsword in that black and yellow armor. The last time I got killed because I could not get my arms up. And I fought the whole thing half swording because I couldn't swing. I'll explain it here in a second. That's probably close. That black and yellow armor in there, it's just really tough. I don't know how to explain it. It's probably just how the armor all connects, and the padded layer is a lot thicker, so I can't like get my arms up. Like I can't do this in it. Like this armor I have on, even with that flimsy chest piece on, you know, I can do everything I want. That armor in there, horrible. What's up, Mr. Moonstar? I know. I gotta watch out and set my helmet on the couch and get it rusty. Yeah. I mean, the helmets is. I mean, the weapons have a weight limit. 3v3, Khalif, if you're there, it is the best. They have 5s that we're not going to have enough room to do 5s. 23 Solstice, thank you. We're keeping track of it. All right, 23, set 23 coming up. What's up, Zamu? Thank you. It's a little rusty though. I try and polish it up before I fight, like in tournament. All right. Thank you for the hearts there. We actually cleared 20 likes today. That's crazy for YouTube. Like on TikTok, I'm telling you, like I'm trying to move it here. I have a better conversation here with all of you. TikTok people come by, and I've had streams like just so I work out live, and it's had like, you know, like over 100 likes in an hour. Anything, I do it just to hang out. I'm working out anyway. It's not like I'm liking for whatever likes, but to actually clear 21 is crazy for YouTube, because I don't even know how the algorithm works, how you can find this workout. There's something must be going right. The dummy is off the screen. Rounds are 60 seconds. 30-second break. They're brutal. It's almost inhumane. What's payback? All right. If you want to find battles, look up the best ones, because it's a GoPro and it's first person. Thank you for the oh, another like, everybody. Much appreciated. You want to see the best ones ever? Search Buhurt Tech. It's B as in bayonet, U-H-U-R-T, like B-U-H-U-R-T, space, tech. There's this guy that uploads videos where it's like, a lot of videos are like 10 years old, 7 years old, but they're like first person view, plus like from footage from outside, but great representation. Like I showed everybody earlier, this is what it looks like from in here. Basically, this is what you see. Whoops. The strap's in the way. But yeah. Hello. There's some good footage from like his helmet cam. I'm gonna catch up on chat there real quick. There's a lot to respond to. Khalil, I'm going to describe it. Let me see if there's any other comments so I can combine it into descriptions. Thanks, Nessa. And I'm doing this every fourth day. This is my training. I'm currently 1 medal away from getting ranked. We all need 3 medals. You need to have 3 good scores to be like top in the US. Next tournament I'm doing, if I get a medal in sword and buckler, I'll probably be ranked 2nd in the US. If I get 2nd place, I'll be ranked 2nd in the USA for buckler. If I get 3rd, it might be a tie. If I get I need to get another silver or gold in longsword to get ranked. Like, it's tough. Longsword is so tough. But sword and buckler, we're in the running. My friend Sean Kenny is in first because he's got 2 gold medals, and I'm right behind him. If I get a 2nd place in May, I'll be ranked 2nd in the US for sword and buckler in this sport. I lost my other gauntlet. Yeah, and I mean, we're an hour and 47 minutes into it. I talked a lot in the middle, but like, it's also not like you're at a tournament and you're fighting round after round. You know what I mean? So this is still a good workout. Looks like this is gonna be like a 2-hour stream, 30 sets. And I do cardio, like I just stream the sword stuff, like so it's easy for me to talk. And I'm gonna explain the sport right after this set, Khalil, if you're still there, and catch up on the chat below it. There's a lot to read, but don't worry. Knee, elbow, crack, ha ha ha. That's gotta be about 100. And my nose literally sits right behind this nasal. See where this curves? My nose sits right behind here. It's like this far away from it. Never got a broken nose though. All right, let's catch up with chat. Trying to keep it a 1-minute break and answer all questions. I upload my fighting channel, Bachata, like the dance, Bachata Night, like BACHATA. And I upload all my fights there. And a lot of footage. I stream footage on here sometimes. And this Saturday, as long as I have a good internet connection to stream it, I'll be streaming the fights, at least some of it that we're doing Saturday. Khalil, I'm going to describe how these fights operate while we're doing this next set. All right. Thank you. 24 on next. That was 24. 25 on next. All right. Keeping track of the sets. Thanks, Nessa, about good luck. Zim, yeah, you know what's so stupid? That Mongolian helmet that I got there is banned. Why? Because the brim's too big. Stupid. The league I'm fighting in this weekend doesn't care. But the one I do that's the same thing for these duels that's real technical, like that armor is banned. It's so stupid. But I get it. They want to be totally historical. Scooby, a knight from the Triple Stripe Order. It is payback time. It is a lot of fun. The thing is, it's a lot of pain. Not duels. Duels, like sword and shield, buckler is like the most tamest thing you can do in armor. All right, how do these fights work? I'm going to explain it. Khalil, hopefully you're still there, right? The thing I do mainly are duels, and they're looking for weapon strikes, so hitting them on the body with the blade. They're not sharp, but this is a point, right? And you just want to outscore the other person. Like when I'm out there, I'm not just doing this over and over. I'm actively like trying to like maybe block and come in and hit him. So sometimes, you know, we're moving and I just keep going like, and I'm coming around like over top like this with these kind of like horizontal shots and we're moving or something like that. So this is just like cardio. Yay, back and forth. Trying to make intelligent decisions. Like, you know, if the sword's over here, most likely I'm going to be swinging at their shoulder, something over here, right? At the same time, I'm probably getting hit. You got to think, like, you know, you got to make good decisions, whatever, while you're fighting. And it's scored by a point total. Whoever has the most points in 2 rounds. If it's tied or within a couple points, they continue to a 3rd round. If it's still tied, a 4th round until somebody clearly is a winner. Now, there's MMA where it's all this, but you can punch, you can grab them, you can headbutt, you know, you can do the elbows. I could grab them like this and just start pounding on them like that. So that's like the second category. You can also throw them down, jump on the ground, beat the crap out of them on the ground. Every time you're hitting somebody on the ground, you're scoring points. Those are like 2-minute rounds. Oh my God, my body is always on fire on those. Whole body. It's crazy. I fought this cage match not too long ago. I fought up a weight class just because my opponent had to drop out because he had to get dental surgery. So I fought this guy who's like 50 pounds heavier than me. And I actually got wrecked. It was kind of close because although he is great at takedowns, I was constantly scoring. Like we'd be like wrapped up. And I was using that saber, and when we'd be wrapped up, I was constantly just like whack, 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 like hitting. So I was keeping it close from the weapon strikes. But man, you get pounded on. Thank you for the new like. I need some kind of thing to say afterwards. I gotta watch out, push this through the ceiling by accident, celebrating. The one round I got beat up on the ground 3 times. The one time I took him down, and after a couple of hits, he actually reversed it, and I was on the ground. My overall record for cage matches is actually like a positive KD ratio, but I got beat up so bad, and every time I was getting up, my body was like on fire. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know how I completed 3 2-minute rounds. So that's the other format, like MMA. The third format is teams. Anywhere from 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 5, 10, 12. But the main categories are 5s and 12s. No, 5s and 10s. All right, that's probably good enough for a set. We're getting close to 30. Right after 30, we're streaming Warframe, everybody. So the team fights, whole other thing. The whole point is you need to get the other team on the ground. You need to be the last team standing with at least one person. Whether you beat them into the ground or throw them on the ground. As soon as you touch the ground with anything like along with your 2 feet, you're down. So if you fall like with the hand, you're down. You know what I mean? So once there's a third point of contact, you're out. And you stay there where you fell to the end. There's a lot of chat coming through. Let me keep up on chat. And that's like why I'm using this weekend, because this will put people on the ground. The longsword won't. Axes are great. Some people use like these big 2-handed falchions, like choppers. You know, it's personal preference. I like axes. There's a lot of force that goes into somebody else's body with an axe. This weekend, the only thing on the line is fun. It's not going to be a super killer event because, and we're all. Oh, I got 15% on the battery. Let me grab the charger in a second too. We'll get through this set. It's just for fun. We're at a party. It's a themed party. Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. People come for each side. They dress up what they like. Then at the end, they pick someone to represent each side, and they both fight like in the crowd for like a one-on-one duel to see who wins for the Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. The representative. Last year, the dude for, I don't even know which side won, but the dude that lost got beat up so bad. On his feet, like it went on for minutes, and he was so tired, like with his sword and shield, like he couldn't even really hold it up. Another guy just come in like, like just bash him in the face, like, and he would not go down. And I was just thinking, like, man, I was just like, Cody, take a knee. I'm gonna catch up on that chat right after this. So this weekend is more for fun. It's like they have food, games, prizes. It's 21 and over because they serve alcohol. But it's a themed event, and people really dress up for it. So it's kind of just for fun. It's just fun to be the entertainment for it. Most tournaments, though, that I go to, the thing that's on the line is your reputation. Like I was saying earlier, I'm 1 medal away. If I get second place in Sword and Buckler in May, at the tournament I'm doing, I'll be ranked second in the U.S. for Sword and Buckler. And at the end of the year, because there's a Team USA that does this stuff, that fights like overseas at the the global championship thing. And they usually take the top 2. So I would be going overseas to fight Buckler. I'd rather fight longsword, but I'm a medal behind. I didn't place. I got like, I don't know, out of like 16 people. I don't even know how you consider it because with all the scores, but I was probably like tied for 5th with a couple people. All right, let me catch up with chat. Helmet fitting. Yeah, geez, if anybody left, I apologize. I'm trying to keep up with chat. The helmet fitting's tight on my melee helmet. This one isn't so much. I kind of like it a little bit loose. I feel like if I'm looking around with it tied in the back, sometimes my head turns a little more than the helmet lets me. So I have better awareness with it a little bit loose, because I can, sometimes when it's strapped into the back and I can turn the helmet, but sometimes if I'm turning my head fast enough, like the helmet doesn't even move. It will once my cheek hits it. So I'm only getting an like maybe a 10-degree angle before it actually moves the helmet. Does that make sense? They give a rule book. They do. It's IMCF, International Medieval Fighting Championships or something conference. I don't even know what the C stands for. IMCF has a PDF book. Payback. No, actually, so these longsword duels, like, it's really hard to really get hurt. Sword and shield is like the most tame thing in the world. Now, you can have some busted up knuckles. Your collarbones might get hit, you know, like if they hit you here above your shoulder plate, you don't have good armor there, but usually not. You get out there, you know what you're both getting into. I fought one of my best friends, like on my team. We used to always run into each other in the finals, first and second place, like 4 years ago, because we were like the best in longsword in probably the whole U.S. in this, other than like a couple people that have been doing it longer than we had. And we'd beat the crap out of each other. We fought at a wedding one time. We beat the shit out of each other at a wedding. I actually got the worst of it. He had got me bent over and he was just kneeing me like as hard as he could, like in this helmet, like right here. It sucked so bad. And I was trying to take my sword and put it on his thigh because I was trying to get out, but he had a hold of me, and he was just like, boom, like, boom. And it's just like it's gonna be rough. You don't hold back. The armor works really good. You gotta watch your noggin doesn't get rattled, but I can get hit here like, it sucks getting hit here like really hard. I don't want to do it to myself. But I get hit like in the forearms so hard, and if I'm lucky, actually I rarely even have marks. My fingers get messed up. I will catch up on chat. Don't worry. I'm just getting behind. We got a Warframe live stream to do. We got to blast through this to get to level set 30. I can't believe this is like a 2-hour broadcast. Oh my god. Solstice, if you're there, I'm going to scroll down. If you know what set we're on, but there's got to be at least 28. And if you just tune in, this is just cardio. Keep it in shape. You want to stay in shape. You don't even need a dummy like this. You could even have like a heavy bag in your backyard. I don't know what set that was, but we're close to 30 right after this. 15 minutes after. Thank you for the new like. Oh, I'm always like, I can't put my thumb up anymore, but now I can. I appreciate it. Rolling through chat here. The team stuff, if you go down, you're out. Thank you, Solstice, for keeping track of that. Khalil, and thanks for, if you had, I'm getting through chat here. Yeah, I fought at a wedding. We actually armored up. Somebody, oh no, that's the same like, but still, hey. See how my thumb is actually now misshaped? It points out from fighting in this. Not like this thumb. Somehow over the years, my hand has changed its shape. From fighting. I don't know why. It's not a callus. It's the freaking bone. I don't get it. We fought at a wedding. Yeah, we should have cut the wedding cake with a sword. Oh, see how I'm saying? See how I can turn my head a little bit? Now, after I hit here, my helmet goes with me. But a quick look, I like it a little bit loose. Look how wide open my eyes are to get poked. No wonder I got poked in the eye. Before next tournament, I'll be fixing this chain, so at least here there's no holes. I'll tell you about the wedding while I do this set. Me and my friend Chris have like multiple sets of armor. We went to a wedding. It was a Viking themed wedding. It was outdoors. It was out in Ohio, out in the middle of nowhere. We drive out there. The best man was gonna fight the bride's choice of the other guys that were there for like their honor for 5 rounds. And then me and my friend Chris were the main event to fight each other after. I thought this dude in my armor died. It was like the 4th round, 2-minute rounds. Neither of these guys have ever fought in armor, and he was so worn out. The guy kicked him, kind of in the like hip area, and he just went forward. Didn't even put his hands out. Went face first in my armor into the mud, and it just like kind of flattened out and drug my helmet through the grass. There's like mud and like grass patches stuck in my helmet. At first, it wasn't hilarious because we thought he died. But after he's okay. It was a really funny story. I fought at another wedding in New Jersey like 5 years ago. There were like probably 40 of us. And we all like kind of stood there like this. And when they walked down through the middle. And then we had this big fight like while they were there. And then I fought at a birthday party. I fought at a barbecue. A paid event. They paid us to come fight at an event. It was just out in a field. All right. My triceps are killing me. Oh. Triceps are killing me. That was the 30th one, right? Solstice, such a key to the stream with keeping track of the sets. Oh my! Everyone just tuned in. Should we do another set? So many people just tuned in. And we're at 24 likes. Let's keep it going. We'll do one more set. And while I take the armor off, I'll go through chat. And don't... Anyone out there that likes Warframe, we're streaming Warframe in about 20 minutes from now on. And this is good. This is 2 hours is like how long it takes to get through a whole longsword bracket. So all the breaks in between are fine. I'm happy with the progress that we made today. We'll do one more set since there's a couple viewers still hanging out. Let's just jump right into it. Bonus. Just cardio for my arms, mimicking the stuff for the fights I do. And everyone that's still chatting, I'm going to go through it as we take the armor off. But just so you know, last set of like 100 or something. All right. Typical duel. All this is the big bonus. The rounds are 60 seconds long. I don't want to fight for 60 seconds. So I waste a lot of time. I usually come out holding my sword with my thumb above it, like on here. And I'm holding it sideways. And I sit here, and I come out like this. I'm like one of the only people in this whole United States that in this sport that does it. And I wait. I'll post a video of it, like, if I get the footage. I was doing this, like, foot twitch, this guy. Just wasting time, and he's sitting there in the most coolest armor, like this. And I'd go... and go, oh. You know, because who wants to fight for 60 seconds? So I kill like the first 15 seconds, and then I just wait. And as soon as they swing, my first thing, this is like my trademark opening move. I smash their sword, and as it's coming out of the way, I like step forward. I'm like, boom, right there. And then I'm immediately taking my thumb down, and that starts the whole thing. All right, that is my opening move. Here comes the set, last bonus set. And I will get through chat. So I see chat's like off the hook today. I appreciate everybody that came by. All right, here we go. 100 strikes. You know, you can hit people from range. Block. Yeah, okay. Come on. Yeah. Waste some time, then. All right, come on. Ooh. Come on, you can hit me. All right, now we're in a pinch. Headbutt. Headbutt. Now I got him locked in. I can't grab my own blade by the rules. If I got both hands over his head, I'd probably look and throw him on the ground, but let's say we're going to do a knee. I guess you can't see it. Ooh. Then punch. All right, come on. Cover his eyes. All right, final flurry. Ooh. All right, that was the bonus. Oh, thank everybody just tuned in for the bonus set. Let me get through chat here. Oh. Stick around. You want to see how beefy my forearms get? Solstice, everybody in here, keeping track of the sets. Much appreciated. All right. Let's see. Yeah, right. And it's like an extra thumb bone. I got some new leverage or something built up in there. I haven't sung in a wedding. Usually we just fight at it. You can use Japanese armor. So the main league that's like really restrictive, not really, because they say it's not legit or historically accurate. You can get, it has to be made of steel by the rules. But you can get samurai armor. There's a dude, if you look it up on YouTube, it's probably the first result. It's like samurai versus knight. And the samurai should be, it's a video probably with the samurai guy. Closest to the camera when it starts. Ooh, my sweaty armor just landed on my daughter's slippers. I gotta move them. Don't want these to smell like my armor. Look up, I think samurai versus knight. It's like a katana versus longsword battle. Oh yeah, look. Wow. Like, I'm not trying to show off like I'm cool or nothing, but this is, I don't lift weights. I haven't lifted weights. I did for years, so it's probably muscle memory, but like this is sword fighting material. So yeah, you can have samurai armor in all the leagues except for, there's like a couple main leagues. The main one that I'm fighting here, you can't because it's not historically accurate. Yeah. If payback, if you're in the U.S., even if you're not in the U.S., look up nightfinder.org or com. But type it in. Don't type it in as a web address. Type it in as a search. Because sometimes if you type it in as a web address, the map won't work. And nightfinder.org or info, something like that, will pop up. It's a Google map with all the teams in the main league all over the world. So you might find one for wedding. Like I said, I fought at a barbecue. I fought at a birthday party. Gold standard, if you're still there. I have not played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We just started a Demon Souls playthrough. Just sticking with that series. Thank you, Solstice, for keeping track of those sets. Yeah, Warframe is next. So if anyone wants to come to that stream, you're welcome to it. It's nice, though. We're picking up some subscribers just for this. Every 4th day. And then sometimes in between, I stream my armored cardio stuff. Oh, gosh. 4,000 hours already. Oh, yeah. Elden Ring series. I've been playing that Dark Souls stuff for so long. It's kind of like what my daughter and I are used to, which is why I picked Demon Souls. Oh, all right. Hey, we should end the chat. Oh, you're in Germany. Yeah, Germany. Oh my gosh, you're in luck. I don't know like where this is related to. Iron Lions. All right, look up Iron Lions. I think Iron Lions have a team in Germany, but the thing is, they're great. and men and women do this. My friend Danny, she just moved to Germany from here. Like, actually left the U.S. and is becoming a German citizen to fight. So she fights with that team. But it's like no joke. It's men and women do it. They say in the armor, everybody's the same. They have a separate women's division, but women can fight in the men's. I fought some of the toughest girls. My friend Tegan is taller than me. She's heavier than me, like not super fat. I mean, she's like in shape, all right? And she fought 8 dudes for this all versus all. And all versus alls, where they all put you in the ring. Thanks for the hearts there. And it's the last person standing. If you just tuned in, I just took the armor off. But we're streaming Warframe in about 15 minutes. So if you want to come back for that, or in 4 days. Oh, 4 days. And Saturday, we're streaming the fighting event I was training for. But she fought against 8 other dudes, and she was the last one standing. She fought on our team before for Pittsburgh. We fought in New Jersey one time, and she jumped in for the 5-on-5s. Is crazy. She's huge. One of the hardest fought to get someone on the ground, this girl, Brooke. She's like a tank, man. And we were the last 2 standing, and we must have wrestled for a good... I think I watched a video. It was like 40 seconds of just us wrestling. I could not get her on the ground. The only way... the ring, it's like a wood kind of ring. If you get outside of it, you're out. Wrestling around, I was hitting her with the axe. She's punched me, whatever. Grappling, wrestling. I could not get her around. The only reason I got her out and won is because I actually got her bent over enough that I manipulated her to out and underneath the ring, so she's out of bounds. I was like, yeah, I win. Yeah, look up Iron Lions. There's teams in Germany. Just look up Boohurt. And oh, dude, yeah, they fight. Women fight. Yeah, she fought 8 dudes. Is all versus all, and she won. Yeah, just like Hildren Prime, but taller. All right, so if you just tuned in, I am about to start a Warframe broadcast. Once I get this sweaty stuff off, wash up a little bit. I've been awake since 10 o'clock in the morning yesterday. I'm playing 2 hours or so of Warframe before I go to bed. So if you're going to come back for that. Saturday, we're going to have footage from the fight I was just training for. And then every 4th day, we're doing the longsword fighting here. And I just got a new longsword coming from Ukraine. So that should be here. And I'll broadcast that here. If you just tuned in, I took the armor off. I'm about to go. Just because there's some new people here. Every 4th day, I have a longsword workout. If you want to check it out, it'd be much appreciated. All right. So we need to stream Warframe. I will catch everybody later or in 15 minutes. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and everybody for the likes. That was awesome.